Hello everybody, it's Flesson19 and welcome to the Beta Branch 1.5.10 update. We did get this bad boy to drop and very excited for it. I live streamed it for 2 days. I highly recommend checking out my first impressions video. I will link it at the end. It kind of goes through some of the things that I discovered while doing the game. This might run a little bit longer of an update. I will try to do a lot of post editing to cut out some things, as I want to make sure that I deal with the important issues and let the other minor ones slide until maybe next week. So without further ado, let us get to it. What I wanted to run through first of all was the leveling system. What they did now is if you have focus available, you will have the learning rate that is equivalent to your control or your attribute and your focus points, and that's what this green line is. As long as you are within this green line, you will maintain this learning rate. Once you pass the green line, the learning rate will drop until it reaches 0 at your hard cap. So your hard cap and your learning limit are completely different. To know what your hard cap is, I have a video in the playlist section of skills that shows you how to figure that out. To know what your learning limit is, it's actually a very easy formula. You just take focus points times 30, and then you are going to add your attribute points minus 1 times 10. So I have 3 into here. 3 times 5 times 30 is 150, and then 1 from 2 is 1 times 10. My learning rate should be 160. And there you have it, 160. So focus times 30, and then attribute minus 1 times 10. So in here, you get the full amount. After that, it will go down until your hard cap, which the hard cap for me on this character is 218. So from here to 218, it'll go from 8.5 down to 0. So that is how the new leveling system works. It's really good, and it will help you actually get your characters to move faster. Recruiting has been something that was hard to figure out at first. A lot of times when you go up to somebody, it is going to say that they do not want to leave their old kingdom, or they're not looking for a new lead. That does not necessarily mean they don't want to join you. That means you do not have the requirements met to even start a charm check. Most likely, the number one cause of that will be money. If you do not have the required amount that it would take to get them, they will not even allow you to get to that charm check first. The other thing it could possibly be is relation. However, at this time, you do not know what it is. But for the most part, almost always think it's going to be money. That is why it is very helpful that when you look at a clan, you try to look at how many fiefs they have to determine how much it will cost. Castle, let's just estimate, it does deal with how much prosperity they have. Let's just say a castle is, let's say 150 and a town is 500,000. Now, that money will be factored upon relation. The higher relation you have, the less money is required. So if you have negative 100 relation, you might need 1,000,000 to get somebody that has a town. However, if you have positive 100, you might only need 250,000. So they do play hand in hand. So if you go up to somebody and they say that they don't want to leave their liege or they're not looking for a new one, that just means you might not have enough money and you need to wait to get more. Some of you may have noticed at the beginning of your game, there are a lot of rebellions going on. Now, that is an unintended side effect of the start of the game. At the beginning of the game, there is a lot different between security, loyalty, prosperity that goes on. So at the beginning of the game, in the first, let's say 100 to 200 days, you will notice quite a few rebellions. As the game progresses on, those will actually drop. So the rebellions will not happen. So it is an unintended side effect at this moment. Just be assured that it will actually work itself out as the game goes on. Currently, a town that is held by a rebel faction can also rebel again. That is going to be changed in the future. They are going to make it so a rebelled town that is held by rebels cannot rebel again while it is held by them. So at this moment, it can be done, but in the future, it will be changed. When you attempt to do prison breaks, if you are unsuccessful, you'll get what people are calling a death counter or an injury counter on you. When that happens and you try to do any type of bandit base, every time you fail, what will happen is that will be one less person you can actually bring into doing a bandit base. One of the new options in the game is for reduced chance of death for clan members that you have. This one reduces it by 100%, which means nobody in your clan would die. For an 11-hour live stream, I actually had no problems whatsoever with anyone dying. However, today when I was watching Italian Spartacus's live stream, he had two of his companions die, and it was reduced by 100%. So I am not exactly certain what is going on. I do have a bug report into Tail World, so I'm not sure exactly right now what is exactly causing it or how it can be fixed. So until we're able to find out what is going on, be very careful with that, because even putting that on there, you could have the chance of them dying. All in all, 1.5.10, after waiting 7 weeks, was a great patch. They introduced quite a few things. There are virtually no bugs or crashes. A lot of the crash reports coming in seem to be from people that are modding and trying to upgrade to 1.5.10, which people that create mods will tell you you can't do that until the mods are updated. The devs do plan on putting it in a Steam workshop, but not at this time. We do not have an exact time frame for which they plan to do that. So at this point in time, for the second patch in a row, I am giving 1.5.10 my blessing. As long as you're not modding, I say that you should have absolutely no problems upgrading to 1.5.10. I am now probably 15 to 20 hours into the game. I have had no bugs. I have had no crashes. I've had nothing new come up. It has been all but good. So if you're not worried about that you're modding, go ahead and upgrade to it. As always, please remember to back up your save files. It should be found on your C drive under User, Your Name, Documents, and then Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. Take and copy your save file over to your desktop, and then that way, if for some reason you have to revert back, you can just copy the save file back. Also, on a last note, there has been a little bit of confusion on what the next patch will be. I have two different devs telling me two different things, and I have not had a dev come out per se and say the exact words is the next patch will be. I have one dev saying that they're going to check out 1.5.11. There's another dev saying that don't believe rumors about 1.5.11, but he didn't come right out and say 1.6 is next. So I don't know which one it is. I am trying to get an absolute confirmation. I hope to have that by sometime this weekend. As soon as I do find that, I will of course release that instantly to Twitter, and then on the next episode that I record, whether it is Sturgia or it is the Bandit King, I will mention it there. and I will also mention it in next week's beta branch video. I do not know when I'm going to stream next, as this weekend, my plans are to get the workshop video done and hopefully get the caravan video done by Monday. That is my most important objectives that I have to do right now. I'm sure everybody is waiting on the workshop video. It is without a doubt my most popular video, so I am going to make that my top priority. I apologize if this ran a bit long. I wanted to give as much detailed information as possible. To all you new people, I want to say welcome. I would love to hear from you. And to the ones that have been with me for a while, I want to say thank you for your continued support. As always, take care and thanks for watching.